See, the other thing, too, is that Freddie Kitchens, former Browns head coach, he talked about Baker Mayfield, and he had this to say about Baker as an emotional leader.
Talk about emotional leaders, people that, wear their emotions on their sleeve. You've had the experience of being in the same quarterback room as Baker. Some of those things sometimes can be, liabilities in essence. Just kind of explain to us a little bit more of your insight into who Baker Mayfield is and how sometimes those passions, end up being a liability.
I don't know if I totally agree with that. I think, I think you're going to be one of five things in the world. You're going to be bad or average. I don't think anybody in the National Football League is that. You're going to be good or great, and that's what God gave you. You want to be elite, and the difference between good, great, and elite is sometimes the passion that you bring toward the game. So in saying that, I would say that's an attribute that he has. It's not necessarily a detriment.
Now, look, Casey, I know that at this point we can say that Baker Mayfield has enough chips on his shoulder that we can call him a 7-Eleven at this point. But, when it comes to Baker Mayfield, I feel like, him saying that it's not a detriment for him to be that emotional type of a leader, I can understand that to an extent, but when he gets upset at fans booing him during the season last year, you can see where it can have its warts, especially in a situation like Carolina, when Matt Rule already is not only on the hot seat, the entire room is an inferno.
Yeah, passion can be an attribute, but when it gets misdirected, that's when it becomes a detriment. And that's what we saw with Baker. He's going to be passionate the whole time. Now, it's not always directed at the right things. And when you start focusing on the wrong things and you kind of lose where you need to be in the moment like that, I think that definitely can be a detriment. And that's what we saw play over last year. Baker has a tendency to, it's never his fault. It's always something else, some outside external thing that's happening that's causing whatever's happening. And when you put your focus on that, it definitely takes away from your play on the field.